Ways to turn excuses into executions. This is Panhee going live from New Jersey, streaming on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. So, what are some of the excuses that you're coming up with that prevent you from taking massive actions towards your goals? Well, there are many. For example, the common ones that I hear are I have kids, or I have to work, I have a full time job, I am tired, I am sick. I understand from coming from a health and wellness background, excuse me, when you're sick, yes, it's going to be, well, for one thing, if you work a full time job, then you're going to have to call out from work, right? And when you're sick, your body needs to heal. So you do need to rest more. Of course, do all that, sleep more, rest more, do all the things, all the self care stuff. But then, because you're going to be calling out work if you work full time, then you do have more time when you're not resting, when you're not sleeping. And if you're going to be, for example, scrolling on Facebook, commenting, sharing different things anyway, you might as well post things that are valuable, that could help others with whatever job or whatever business you're working on, the side hustles. And you can, instead of doing things that's not productive while sick and thinking, oh, I'm sick, I cannot do my business, do things that going to help towards your business, right? So that's going to be do productive things that's income producing. As long as you can still, your eyes are not bothering you, your fingers can still work, you're going to be on social media anyway. So that's one. And another one is with kids. I have kids. I don't have the time. If you have kids, don't you want to create more time to have that time freedom for your kids and spend more time with them? And maybe even get out of your 9 to 5 if you don't have the freedom to call out whenever you want when your kids want you home. And at times, I know some people, because of the money reason for not starting a business or starting your own project, then the money situation too. With a job, you're going to have to do overtime. So that's how you're able to get more money from your job. But if you're doing more overtime anyway, you can do side hustles that doesn't require you to physically be there, and that's going to create more money. And if you do have a job that's bringing you income and you want more, then leverage. Hire people to do the things that you don't want to do to get in exchange to do things that can bring you more money within that time frame that you hire somebody else to do. And sometimes it's babysitting as much as you don't want to. You gotta get your kids taken care of while you're working on things that could bring money in to help to, so that you can spend more time with your kids, right? And another thing is with maybe housekeeping, maybe all the dishes or the laundry you would rather not do, get somebody else to do that. Or maybe a VA task, the administrative tasks. I can, when it comes to VAs, administrative tasks, I can definitely help with that as well in terms of I have people that are VAs that can work out a deal with them, and you could get a really ridiculous rate, and it could get you set up as well if that's something that you need for your business. And if you're really creative, how can you use your creativity to produce more, to impact more lives? For me, I can share my excuses for not showing up live every single day as much as I want to. Every day I'm like, okay, I'm going to go live and I'm going to share, give value, and then I stop myself. You got to listen to my reasons. And sometimes when you say your excuses out loud, it just sounds silly. My reason is I don't have time to do my makeup. I'm not good at it, and I have really light eyebrows. So if I don't do my makeup when I show up, people might judge me for my light eyebrows. I have shown up on my live when I look really tired, no makeup before, but why is it stopping me now? And that's one reason. And honestly, if you really look closely, if you want to, I only really do my eyes and my lips. I don't even really do the whole face makeup anyway. So that's one of my excuses for not showing up live. And another one is that I spend so much time consuming learning that I have too much things in my head that I cannot decide on what to share on a live when I'm ready to show up. And then, of course, that's an excuse, is because I know ways to be able to, kind of just organize everything, all my ideas, and then just pick one. So I know all the strategies that I could do that instead of stuck in overwhelm. And that's another thing, is stuck in overwhelm, that excuse. I'm just overwhelmed. I don't know how to do it, so I quit. Instead of saying, what are my thoughts that are causing me to feel overwhelmed? And what can I do to kind of just work on that overwhelm and be able to still take actions even though I'm feeling this way? Or instead of avoiding it and make it worse and bringing other feelings, if you're avoiding it, figure out the thoughts that's causing you the overwhelm, ask for help, and then take actions. Right? That's another thing. Another reason why I haven't been showing up live is because I've been having this cough. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, if I cough on a live video, then, blah, 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 it gets distracting and all the things. So I'm like, you know what? I do it myself. So I'm not saying, okay, just because I am saying, oh, your reasons or excuses for not taking actions, it doesn't happen to me. It happens to me as well. And so just don't think you're the only one that's not taking actions and beat yourself up, judge yourself for doing that. Kind of just really lay those things out. Write down your reasons for not doing something on one column of your paper. And then on the other column, and say, you know what, how can I use this exact reason for me to not take actions to take actions? Kind of use that as a drive. And right? So those are the reasons, usually around the most common ones are money. I don't have the money to start. Then you definitely need to start something on the side to not continue to have that money issue. And the other one is kids. Don't have time because of my kids. You need to do this because of your kids and for your time with them and for their futures as well, for the future as well. And then the other one is time. I have no time to do this. Then create more time. How do you create more time? To look for other options. Do a time audit. Figure out every single day how much time you're spending not being productive. So those are my few tips for you. And comment below if any of what are your excuses and how can you turn them into actions. And you can catch the replay at, whatever you're watching this from. But then another way to really get access to all the previous content that I've created, video content and audio content, is on YouTube. The channel is Pan He Coaching. Look up Pan He Coaching, you can subscribe, and then you can get the upcoming podcast content as well, and in addition to these live streams. So Pan He Coaching on YouTube. That's where you can subscribe and then continue to get updates from my videos. Thank you for watching and have a great day.